We've seen a lot of coins pumping today. We've seen Bitcoin hit $99,000. We've seen XRP absolutely explode. We've seen Solana reach $260, which, by the way, is this the all-time high? It's so close. It's at the all-time high. And Doge is kind of the only major coin which has been exploding recently that hasn't taken off. Look, it's up by 200% in just about 11 days. It's been consolidating beautifully. And pretty much, every other coin that's got a chart like this, especially like the biggest ones like Solana and XRP, they've already exploded, right? Take a look at XRP. XRP had the same chart. It's indistinguishable. You can't tell the difference. They look the same. Yet XRP pumped and Doge didn't, right? So that's looking really, really interesting to me because I don't care about a coin that's already moved up, right? If the coin is already up by 20, 30, 40%, then it's gone. I don't care. I'm not interested. But if there is a coin that regularly pumps, especially in the market right now, and it's still moving sideways, to me, that could be really interesting. But it's going to get a whole lot more interesting than that because of where Doge could be going on the upside target. And before I get to that, if you guys are interested in trading Doge, if you want to trade other meme coins, whatever the deal is, these platforms linked below are going to give you incredibly aggressive bonuses, ladies and gents, where you are going to get free money thrown into your account, which you can trade with, which is super, super cool. And they have also created a very cool offer for you guys where you stand to get 10% cash back on Blowfin on your deposits for the next 21 days. So super, super cool offer. Check it out if you are interested with this link in the description. All you have to do to get your bonus is start trading after you make your deposit. Only, of course, if you're not in a restricted region. But, that kind of chart here, that the reason that it looks so interesting to me, the reason that it's kind of really pumping me up and getting me excited here is because of where this thing could be going on the upside, right? And if we kind of zoom out and look at this chart on a linear perspective, from current price to all-time high, XRP still nearly has a 2x gain in it, in order to get to its previous all-time high. And, given what XRP is and the fact that Trump got elected and Elon Musk loves it, and now he's literally officially now Trump has officially announced he's creating the Department of Government Efficiency, which obviously spells out Doge. Clearly this coin has a lot of pump potential because of what's happening in the real world. It's absolutely insane. And I do think that, we could be looking at a situation here where this is one of those things which, I would buy and then kind of wake up and it's already up by quite a bit. So, that to me is another thing that makes this look really interesting. The other thing that I really like about this is it's a pretty easy stop loss I can set, right? I mean, anywhere below these lows is where I wouldn't be interested in Doge anymore, especially below this yellow box. That's about a 17% drop. Very, very easy to set a stop loss there. By the way, if you want to trade these coins on spot, you can do them for free on Bybit. Like, you can buy and sell Doge all day long for free on Bybit, which is super, super cool. And they've got the same offers. I mean, you can even get the Bybit debit card, which is really, really cool. You can spend it anywhere in the world, and all you have to do is just be a VIP member. There are some other ways to qualify as well, but really, really cool stuff, and I think that, given this kind of consolidation that we've seen here, the fact that that Doge hasn't been able to kind of get knocked down so far, to me, this is definitely looking like something that could be breaking relatively soon. It's got a, pretty decent pennant, taking shape here as well. So again, just so similar to what we saw with XRP. It just looks like XRP is kind of living a little bit in the future of Doge here, but it gets better, right? I mean, if we take a look at Doge against Bitcoin and zoom out a little bit, this is a chart that's moved up very, very aggressively from a very good level. I mean, I want to really break this chart down for you guys so that you understand what you're seeing here. I mean, Doge previously was consistently finding resistance in this entire range, kind of at like 150 Satoshis, let's say. But then in 2021, something very special happened where Doge was actually able to flip this level and turn it into support from this point onwards. And it's actually triggered a huge price explosion for Doge against Bitcoin here, where it's actually tripled against Bitcoin. But to get to that all-time high, it can still triple again against Bitcoin. And that gets really interesting for me because if you're looking at this much potential to gain strength against Bitcoin, and it's already been performing so well, then to me, that almost looks like free money if it does end up getting back up there. And so that's definitely very, very exciting. There's a lot more to it that I'm very, very excited to talk to you about, but I am going to be saving a lot of that for Twitter, so you can check me out there if you're interested. I've already posted a very in-depth thread on XRP and where I think it could go. You guys absolutely loved it, and we're going to be doing the same thing for Doge very soon, so you can check that out as well, where we kind of really dive into the theory just like we do here on YouTube. But good stuff here for Doge. I think it's looking pretty damn sweet. I think that it's got a clear invalidation, so I'm not even too upset about if this thing does end up kind of tanking. But as far as these pumps go, all we need is for Bitcoin to kind of hold this high. The number one kind of point of risk on this setup for Doge, in my opinion, is Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does, and people have been saying that Bitcoin's looking like it's going to top for a very, very long time, and I can understand why they've been saying that, and if Bitcoin does indeed end up kind of topping a little bit like that, then I think that would definitely spell disaster for Doge. However, we've seen Doge pick up a lot of value against Bitcoin, and it's in a really, really nice kind of descending channel against Bitcoin right now as well. So, this is a super typical pattern, which it's actually already pulled off a little bit earlier on in this exact same market move, I guess you could say. Take a look at this right here, right? So we're doing the same thing on various different time frames, and it's clearly working very, very well for Doge. So I think it's Bitcoin. I think if Bitcoin can kind of hold these levels, then we're good. What I do know is that we've been seeing some nice kind of dips on Bitcoin's dominance as we approach these weekends, right? If I show something very interesting to you, here is on UTC time zone Saturday. Here is on UTC time zone Saturday. And let's go back another week. We've got Saturday over here. And so you can see, this is quite consistent. It's actually very, very impressive, I think. Here we've got another Saturday right here. This is kind of the only exception, but we're regularly seeing dominance fall, as the weekend comes, maybe even right before the weekend, but definitely as the weekend comes. Consistently, we've been seeing this for the last months here. So, if that's what we're looking at, then, we could be seeing a further drop for Bitcoin's dominance throughout the next couple of days. And that could be, one of the things that really gives rise to Doge and gives kind of Doge its ability to move up here. So to me, that's looking really interesting as well. There's going to be a lot more analysis I'm going to be bringing you guys on Doge here. You know me, I like to talk about these markets before they pump, right? Everybody else is talking about them after they pump, and sure, we can do that, because after the pump happens, there's still interesting price action, there's still stuff we can do, but the most money is going to be made before, and that's why I like to be early to the game. It's a lot less, it's a lot less interesting, it's a lot more boring, it's much more quiet before everybody arrives, before the stadium's roaring with energy and excitement. It's a lot more boring, but you also make money. And at the end of the day, one of the big things that we keep on talking about on this YouTube channel, and the reason that we've got so many devoted subscribers here, is because we're just here to make money, right? Ultimately, we don't really care about whether it's Doge or Bitcoin or XRP, or even a property in the real world or a fucking ounce of gold. We don't care. We just want more money. We're doing all of these things to make money, not to, I don't know, celebrate or have excitement in our lives. Like, no, we can get that from, other things in life. We've got family, we've got hobbies. We don't need to do it through Twitter, or through, parading ourselves on Discord groups about our bag holding, kind of habits. We don't need to do any of that. We can just we can come in here and we can recognize that, the whole market's pumping. Doge has been doing, very well. And in many ways, Doge has been leading the market. So to me, it does look like it could pop. Again, like I said, major risk factor is going to be Bitcoin. The other big factor is the fear and greed index, right? There's a 94 reading here. This is pretty much the highest reading Bitcoin has ever had. Crypto has ever had. We have got, kind of 95, 93, 96, maybe, I think I saw. So we've seen very, very high fear and greed ratings before, but this is pretty much the top, right? Like, we've pretty much never seen anything above 94, 95, and I don't even think we've seen 96. I didn't see it properly, but when you get up to this level of Bitcoin, to this level of fear and greed, I just wouldn't expect it to stay here for too long. And because I don't expect it to stay here for too long, I might actually expect the market to get humbled a little bit at this point. And, if that were to happen, obviously, Doge is only a meme coin, the chance of Doge dropping would be very, very high. Obviously, I think Doge would be fine, right? I mean, if Doge did end up dropping, it'd probably drop a lot, but, I think it'd still, sweep those highs eventually. But I think, that's going to be a kind of primary consideration for this trade. I'm not too worried. I don't know. It doesn't feel too worrying. I can't really even articulate it. I just think that Bitcoin's looking stronger than most people think. And, I mean, I've been thinking that for a really long time. So, my opinions haven't really changed on this market at all. But there you go, ladies and gents. If you want to get my exclusive Doge analysis on Twitter, check it out right there. If you want to get free money to trade these markets, then check these links out if you're not from a restricted region, if you are allowed to by your country's laws. If you want to get into a very exclusive 1-to-1 12-week program with me, where we have got a very, very impressive track record of success, where actually every single person that's ever gone in has actually managed to massively pay off that fee, either by saving money or by making money, usually by both. So it's really, really cool. It is an expensive investment. It's not cheap, but it's super serious. And if it sounds like something you'd be interested in, then you can get details by reaching out to me there. If you have enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Hit up those likes, subscribe, take the bell, do all that good stuff. And I am going to see you all in the next one. Cheers.